Hey guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11. I want to welcome you back to the channel. Well, here's the deal, guys. A couple weeks ago, I went to a fundraiser at my local firing range, and they had an opportunity for me to try three-gun competition. As soon as I tried it, I was immediately hooked. Now, I did not have, a competitive shotgun to use for that particular competition tryout, but they did have one that I could borrow, and after I ran through the different stages and had a chance to run through it, I was totally hooked. Now, the good thing about being a firearms enthusiast such as myself is that I have some of the basic firearms that it really takes to get into three-gun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I plan on using for three-gun, but I'm also going to suggest a lesser expensive alternative if you want to get into three-gun but you don't necessarily have all the funds to do so. There's a lot of things that you can do short of, say, borrowing a buddy's gun to get into three-gun competition. So I'm going to be shooting my Bear Creek Arsenal AR-15 that you see pictured right here. I paid $499 for it from Classic Firearms, and I bought it a while ago. Now, you can get, ARs, for a lot more money or a lot less money if you want to. I'm comfortable shooting this particular AR. Now, for competition itself, I will be removing the carry handle up on the top, and I'm going to put some sort of a red dot up there. I have a Vortex Strike-Fire 2 that's sitting on my civilian Force Arms Xena AR-15, but I'm not going to take that off there. So I will be putting probably a Spark 2 or maybe another Strike-Fire 2 on top of this gun when I'm running the competition. Now, I actually used an AMD 63 for just a little open field day to try out the three-gun competition. And I actually did really well with that AMD 63. I was using iron sights and performed well, but a red dot would definitely save me some time and target acquisition, and that's just my opinion. Alternatives to, if you say you want to spend a little bit less on your AR-15 to get into three-gun, well, you can get yourself a Plum Crazy lower from Classic Firearms for $99, and you can also get yourself an upper with a bull carrier group for as little as $269 from Palmetto State Armory. And sometimes they even have them cheaper than that. You want to make sure you get it with the bull carrier group and with the charging handle, and that's going to save you some money. So that's the first option. Now, this is not a box stock Bear Creek Arsenal AR. I've since swapped out the furniture, that being the stock and the handguard and the pistol grip, with the Magpul setup. I just thought it looked kind of cool, and it's been a great gun. Oh, and for ammo, I'll be firing nothing but Tula through it, steel case 223 Remington. Now, this is one of those things where a lot of purists start to scoff, and they say, well, you're going to wear your gun out faster, you're going to wear out your extractor, you're going to wear out this and that. That's fine. That's why I got this gun. It's kind of my beater. It's kind of my go-to AR. I got 1,000 rounds of this for about $4.50 a box, and so it is relatively inexpensive for me to shoot in something like three-gun competition. I've had great luck with it. As long as you clean your gun well when you're done with it, I don't know if you're really going to notice much of a difference. So that's just my opinion. Moving on, let's go ahead and check out the shotgun portion. Okay, so again, you're going to have a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. And my choice for the shotgun, I've got shotguns, but I really don't have anything that I would consider, say, competition grade. So I didn't want to go whole hog on it for this first gun because I don't know how much I'm going to love three-gun once I actually start competing in it. There's a chance that I might not like it. So I went ahead and got myself a Mossberg Maverick 88 SP for special purpose. And it's just like your standard Mossberg or your standard Maverick 88, except this particular gun has a 7+1 capacity to it. It is very lightweight. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be about as heavy as my H&R Partner pump, which I actually sold to purchase this gun. That was one of a few guns that I sold to purchase this gun. This is going to be just fine as an entry-level three-gun shotgun. I think it's going to work out just fine. Now, you can shoot whatever shotgun you want to for your three-gun competition. You don't have to have anything fancy. I mean, these guys were showing up with, Benellis and just all kinds of really nice shotguns at that open range day. And I was a little intimidated by it, but I did well with what I had. So again, this particular shotgun's going to be fine. These are about $220, $230. But if you have your own shotgun, you can bring it with you. One disadvantage could be capacity. You want as many rounds as you can possibly carry in the firearm so that you can clear your stages without having to reload, as little as possible. So anyway, Mossberg 88 SP special purpose. Again, these are great shotguns, really lightweight, very durable. Now, for the pistol itself, you have some options. I'm going to be running initially, bone stock Glock Gen 4. Okay, we're all clear. And I'm just going to be running it with the stock sights. I will be running it with the actual Glock magazines, but these are I've got a PMag in this one, a Magpul PMag. This is a great pistol, but these do run about $500, $550. You know, you can buy used ones, you can buy some Gen 3s and save a little bit of money. I actually did really well with this particular pistol, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and use for the competition. Now, you could get yourself a Smith & Wesson SD9VE if you want to save some money for, say, $300, $330, probably even less if you get one used. Other options can include a Ruger 9E. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. You can get yourself some law enforcement trade-in, Smith & Wesson M&P 9s and 40s for $350, $400. So pretty much whatever pistol you can afford with as much capacity as you're allowed to have in your pistol in your state is what you're going to want for competition. Because the key here is to have enough ammo on hand that you don't have to spend time reloading. Ammo, while I'm going to be shooting that pistol, is going to be the Freedom Munitions 115 grain remanufactured ammunition. It runs a whopping $8.50 a box, about 1,000 rounds for $180 delivered. Now, it sounds kind of crazy buying 1,000 rounds of ammo, but when you go to the range, you can burn through 100 rounds, 200 rounds like nothing, just kind of warming up, right? And you want to practice as much as you can. So consider going remanufactured or reloaded ammo. Otherwise, you know, maybe you want to fire some steel case ammo through your gun, but that's your choice. I tend to just at least go with brass. Federal makes really good brass too. So, okay, now moving on, the belt system itself. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be running for my particular rig. Okay, what we have here is an Uncle Mike's competition belt system belt. I got this off eBay. It actually came from DE Guns out of Lincoln, and I paid $24.99, although it was listed at being $29.99. You know, I'm kind of a 40-42 waist, but I went with the extra large size just to kind of give you a size comparison because I'm going to have gear on it. That's going to be taking up belt space, belt loops itself, you know, pants and so on. So consider the Uncle Mike setup. Now your traditional, well, not your traditional, but your typical 3-gun setup is going to have an inside belt that you actually put on initially, and then an outside belt that you put over it, okay? And that allows you to take off your gear when you're not using it. So this, you know, like I said, $25, not bad. It's got a lot of cushioning. It's very rigid. It's gonna hold the weight well while I'm using it. This particular magazine holder I actually got on eBay for 14 bucks. It was no real special deal. It's just what they always sell for. It does have a lot of adjustability. It does seem fairly durable. It's not Kydex. It's just a hard plastic, but it is easy to pull your magazines out of. Okay, so that'll make it simple for competition. It'll break in a little bit as I use it. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on that. Now, the Kydex holster that I bought was $34.99. That was probably the most expensive part. You need one that's going to have good locking retention, and you want to buy one that's high quality, okay? Also, you want to make sure you have a Kydex holster that's going to cover the entire trigger guard. So keep that in mind. I can't remember the company I bought this from specifically, but if you just type in Glock 17 Kydex holsters, it's one of the first ones that pops up in the search. Now, so you're going to say, well, that's a lot of money. That's like $75 right there. Now, bear in mind, I don't have my shot shell carrier for my shotgun on here yet, nor do I have one on the shotgun. And I also don't have an AR-15 magazine pouch. And I want to get one made out of Kydex, but they are a little pricey. I'm probably just going to bite the bullet, no pun intended, and go that route. But I want to show you a couple inexpensive alternatives. Okay, so you don't want to spend $14 on your Glock mag pouch. You can go to Walmart and get just a, what is this, Gunmate? I don't know if this is made by Allen or who makes this. These are $7, $6 or $7, and this will definitely hold your Glock 17 mags with no problems. In fact, when I was competing at that open field day, I used this particular pouch and it worked just fine. I mean, chances are you're only going to need 1, maybe 2 extra mags while you're out there in the field. Now, if you don't want to spend $35 on the Kydex holster, another option would be this. This is just a $9, I guess you could say, Serpa knockoff from eBay. Now, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. You get what you pay for when it comes to guns and tactical equipment. I don't know if you want to make this like your everyday run and gun setup. This isn't something I would necessarily depend my life on just because this particular component could fail, but I needed this. I needed a hard holster to put my Glock 17 in, and I just didn't get a chance to run to the store, so I just ordered this off eBay and I had it a couple days later, and it's worked fine. I've taken it to the range several times. I use this for the open field day, so you can get this for $9 or $10. So that alone is going to save you 25 bucks over the cost of the Kydex. and you can save a solid $10 or so over the price of the magazine holster. Okay, so you have a lot of options. Okay, so when it comes to 3-gun, all right, again, you don't have to break the bank. You don't have to spend a ton of money. It's going to cost about $25 or so for me to run a round of 3-gun, well, the whole competition for once a month, so it's not too bad. Plus the cost of ammo. I mean, it's not an inexpensive hobby to get into, but you also don't have to break the bank while you're out there doing so. So again, guys, I hope I gave you some great ideas for what to consider, what to look into if you want to go the 3-gun route, just to show you that you have a lot of options that are out there if you want to get into it. So I think that's pretty much all I have for you guys for advice. I'll be continuing to build up this belt, and I'll show it to you once I finally get it all done. I'll let you know what I decided to go with for my rig and so on in terms of the magazine pouches for the AR. So there you have it, guys. All right, so guys, I want you to have fun. Okay, I want you to be safe. Okay, please like or subscribe if you like the channel. You can check me out over on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. I'm also on Patreon if you want to support me there. But as always, guys, and you know this, we will talk to you soon. So have a great weekend, guys, and we'll talk to you later. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.